Welcome to our Fife Green Futures video series. If we want to achieve a just transition, we need to make opportunities for everyone to be involved. This means equipping people with the skills, education and retraining required to move into more sustainable practices in jobs across Fife. Balancing environmental goals with social equity and fairness is key to making sure everyone can be included. We need to change the way we work and the jobs that are on offer to keep the employability sector in Fife thriving. This film will explore just some of the work being done in the energy sector to make this possible.
I'm Michael Hildrew, I'm the Energy Advice Team Leader at Kirkcaldy. Through our Energy Advice project Cosy Kingdom, we support families across Fife to save energy and stay warm and well at home. One of the key aspects of that is making sure people can transition to low carbon heating without also putting themselves into fuel poverty. We want to see a Fife where everyone has a safe, warm, dry home that they can heat affordably and live well in. And the advice that we're given is a key part of that. So we're already seeing the impact of climate change on the work that we're doing. In the winter, we're seeing more people asking for support on dealing with condensation and dampness in the homes, and that can in part be attributed to the wetter winters we've been having. Looking back to the summer, where we're traditionally quieter, we're now getting busier in the summer, in part because of the warm weather we're having. We're seeing people needing advice on cooling their homes for the first time ever, and expect that need to be growing as we move into the future. We're seeing a huge need for new skilled tradespeople and workers in the energy sector. Retrofit and renewables are going to be a key part of the energy transition. Decarbonising heat is a huge challenge for Scotland in particular. So much of our economy relies on gas there for heating our homes. Things like heat pump technicians to solar panel installers is obviously a given, but it's looking at some of the other skills, things like what you may not expect, like plasterers, for example. If we're looking at insulating our homes, where you're stripping the walls back right to the bare bones, insulating them and then redoing them, you need to replaster them, and there's a huge skill shortage of trained people that can do that in Scotland. The energy landscape's changing all the time, so just for us, it's having access to that easy accessible training that gives you the skills you need to be aware of what retrofit is or condensation, things like that. We've been doing that in part through our frontline worker energy advice skills training over the past 3 or 4 years now, where we've trained over 1,000 frontline workers and volunteers across Fife to be more aware of fuel poverty and energy awareness. We've been having a bit of reflection lately on what we've been seeing from the visits we've been doing with people across Fife, and there's a couple of key learning points came out of that. People appreciating the technical and expert advice we're giving them on the visits, but the way in which we're providing it, where there's no judgment, there's a lot of empathy and compassion there about the decisions and the questions they've got, is almost equally as important as the advice itself. And people have been saying, the fact they're not judged for asking these silly questions is really important, and it's helping them move through their journey there.
My name is Rachel and I volunteer for Greener Kirkcaldy. Normal everyday people can get involved with greener skills and green work and gain confidence and get involved. It's not just engineers and scientists that can have green skills, like it's the regular community. I think the energy industry's already had to change so much. We're kind of having a lot of pressure to move away from things like oil and gas and move into more sustainable wind and hydroelectric and that sort of thing. So I think it's going to make a gap in terms of education that people have maybe got, but I think it also gives a lot of opportunity for people to kind of step up and come into a new kind of environment altogether. I've always been interested in environment, but Greener Kirkcaldy's put me on an energy advice course, so I've got a level 2 and 3 Sitting Guild's Energy Advice Academy, so that's really good. And even just soft skills like communication and talking with people is kind of all increased, and it's really good. And I like doing my work with the media team as well. It can consolidate my studies with environmental science and kind of pull it all together and make it a bit more cohesive for me.
Companies all across Fife are adapting to new ways to provide renewable energy to homes and businesses. Fife is one of Britain's top 10 areas for MCS certified installations across Britain. The response to the climate emergency has already been affecting energy companies across Scotland, Britain and here in Fife. There's been an increasing move to renewable energy, with solar panels going on so many more roofs and heat pumps being installed in new build homes. This means people like plumbers, joiners, plasterers are all getting involved in retrofitting homes and providing new technologies like heat pumps. In Fife, we also have places like Fife Energy Park in Methil and Forth Free Green Ports across Fife and the Forth, researching these large-scale technologies to provide renewable energy to homes across Fife. Across Fife, there are plenty of opportunities to learn and grow at any stage of your journey, from starting out in education at Fife College or the University of St Andrews, Or if you're already in the trade, doing courses to help you learn how to install heat pumps or retrofit homes and move your work into more sustainable practices. According to a 2025 report from the MCS Foundation, 58% of Scots support ensuring that we have zero carbon heating systems by 2035. Support for renewable energies at home, like solar panels and heat pumps, is growing, and there's lots of opportunities for upskilling, retraining, and training into these new industries. In 2025, Fife College won a Green Gown Award for their work with the Verdancy Group on a net zero retrofit skills course.
So the thing I'm quite optimistic about is that we're seeing a real desire for people to make these changes to their homes. People want to do something, they just don't know what, which is where we're here to support them with. So quite excited that people can go and do that. We're seeing a lot of movement on a national scale to increase funding for people to install new technologies, which is only helping us help people make these changes.
I'm really optimistic about just being surrounded by like-minded people and feeling like I'm working towards a better future for not just myself but like generations to come.